Welcome to Prose and Pages. Today, we're diving into the intricacies of human behavior with Robert Greene's enlightening book, The Laws of Human Nature. This book unravels the complex motivations and desires that drive our actions, offering deep insights into ourselves and those around us. From understanding the hidden forces behind our emotions to mastering social dynamics, Greene's work is a must-read for anyone looking to navigate the labyrinth of human nature more effectively. Join us as we explore these timeless laws that shape our daily interactions and guide our decisions. If you're fascinated by what makes people tick and eager to unlock the secrets of human behavior, you're in the right place. The Laws of Human Nature, by Robert Greene, is a profound exploration into the depths of human psychology and behavior. In this compelling work, Greene delves into the intricate patterns and motivations that drive our actions, often unconsciously. By unraveling these laws, he provides readers with valuable insights into themselves and others, equipping them with the tools to navigate the complexities of human interactions more effectively. The goal of The Laws of Human Nature is to help readers achieve a deeper understanding of human behavior. By recognizing these laws in themselves and others, readers can improve their interpersonal skills, make more informed decisions, and foster better relationships. Greene's insights aim to provide practical wisdom for personal growth and professional success. Understanding the laws of human nature is crucial because it allows individuals to navigate life's challenges with greater awareness and effectiveness. Whether dealing with complex social dynamics, pursuing personal goals, or leading others, the principles outlined in this book offer timeless guidance. As you dive into The Laws of Human Nature, prepare to embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Greene's thoughtful analysis and engaging storytelling will not only enlighten you but also inspire you to harness your understanding of human nature to live a more purposeful and successful life. The Law of Irrationality. This law delves into the idea that human beings are not as rational as they believe themselves to be. Here's a brief summary of this law. 1. Emotions and biases. Greene argues that our emotions and biases often cloud our judgment. Despite our belief in our rational capabilities, we frequently make decisions based on emotions such as fear, anger, envy, or desire. Recognizing the influence of these emotions is the first step towards mitigating their impact. 2. Self-reflection. To combat irrationality, Greene emphasizes the importance of self-reflection. By understanding our emotional triggers and biases, we can gain better control over our actions. This involves analyzing past decisions and identifying patterns of irrational behavior. 3. Detachment. Another strategy to overcome irrationality is practicing detachment. This means stepping back from immediate emotional reactions and taking the time to analyze situations more objectively. By distancing ourselves from our emotions, we can make more balanced and rational decisions. 4. Influence of others. Greene also highlights how others can manipulate our emotions and biases for their benefit. Being aware of these external influences and learning to recognize manipulation tactics can help us maintain our rationality. 5. Developing rational thinking. The book suggests developing habits that promote rational thinking, such as questioning our assumptions, seeking diverse perspectives, and focusing on long-term outcomes rather than short-term gains. In essence, the law of irrationality teaches us to acknowledge our inherent emotional biases and work towards minimizing their influence on our decisions. By doing so, we can achieve greater clarity and make more rational, informed choices in both personal and professional contexts. The Law of Narcissism. This law explores how narcissism affects human behavior and relationships. Here's a summary of this law. 1. Understanding narcissism. Greene explains that everyone has a degree of narcissism, which is a natural part of human nature. Narcissism involves having a self-centered perspective, where one's own needs, desires, and feelings take precedence over those of others. However, excessive narcissism can lead to destructive behaviors and strained relationships. 2. Types of narcissism. Healthy narcissism. This is a balanced form of self-love and self-confidence. It involves having a strong sense of self-worth and the ability to assert oneself without disregarding others' needs and feelings. Destructive narcissism. This extreme form of narcissism involves an inflated sense of self-importance, entitlement, and a lack of empathy. Destructive narcissists often manipulate and exploit others for their gain. 3. Recognizing narcissistic traits. Greene provides guidance on identifying narcissistic traits in oneself and others. Common traits include a constant need for admiration, sensitivity to criticism, and a tendency to dominate conversations and relationships. 4. Managing narcissism in yourself. Self-awareness. The first step to managing narcissism is recognizing and acknowledging your narcissistic tendencies. This self-awareness can help you understand how these traits impact your behavior and relationships. Empathy development. Cultivating empathy is crucial for mitigating narcissistic tendencies. Practice active listening, try to understand others' perspectives, and show genuine concern for their feelings and needs. Balanced self-confidence. Strive to maintain a healthy level of self-confidence without becoming self-absorbed. Recognize your strengths and accomplishments, but also acknowledge your limitations and the contributions of others. 5. Dealing with narcissistic individuals. Set boundaries. Establish clear boundaries to protect yourself from manipulative and exploitative behavior. Be assertive in communicating your limits and needs. Don't feed their ego. Avoid excessive flattery or validation, which can reinforce their narcissistic tendencies. Focus on solutions. When dealing with a narcissist, focus on practical solutions and mutually beneficial outcomes rather than trying to change their behavior. Know when to walk away. Sometimes, the best approach is to distance yourself from highly destructive narcissistic individuals to protect your well-being. 6. Leveraging narcissism. Greene also explores how to leverage narcissism constructively. By understanding others' narcissistic tendencies, you can tailor your communication and influence strategies to align with their self-interests, making it easier to achieve collaborative and mutually beneficial outcomes. The law of narcissism emphasizes the importance of recognizing and managing narcissistic tendencies in yourself and others. By developing self-awareness, empathy, and effective strategies for dealing with narcissistic individuals, you can improve your relationships and navigate social dynamics more successfully. This understanding can lead to more harmonious and productive interactions in both personal and professional contexts. The law of role-playing. This law delves into the idea that all individuals, whether consciously or unconsciously, play roles in their everyday lives. Here's a detailed summary of this law. 1. Understanding role-playing. Social masks. People often wear different masks and play different roles depending on the situation and the audience. This behavior stems from a desire to fit in, gain approval, or achieve specific goals. Multiple roles. Individuals might adopt various roles in different contexts, such as being a leader at work, a nurturing parent at home, or a supportive friend in social settings. 2. Origins of role-playing. Early socialization. The tendency to role-play starts in childhood when individuals learn to conform to societal norms and expectations to avoid punishment and gain rewards. Cultural and social influences. Societal and cultural norms heavily influence the roles people play. These roles are shaped by factors like gender, occupation, and social status. 3. Benefits and drawbacks. Adaptability. Playing different roles can be beneficial as it allows individuals to adapt to various social environments and achieve their goals. Inauthenticity. The downside is that excessive role-playing can lead to inauthenticity, where individuals lose touch with their true selves and act purely to meet others' expectations. 4. Recognizing role-playing in others. Observation. Pay attention to how people present themselves in different situations. Notice discrepancies between their public persona and private behavior. Motivations. Understanding the underlying motivations behind someone's role-playing can help you see through their social masks and interact more effectively. 5. Authenticity versus role-playing. Balancing act. Strive for a balance between playing necessary social roles and maintaining authenticity. Be aware of the roles you play and why you play them. True self. Cultivate a sense of your true self and let that guide your actions. Aim for congruence between your inner values and external behavior. 6. Using role-playing constructively. Strategic role-playing. Use role-playing strategically to navigate social and professional environments effectively. This doesn't mean being deceitful, but rather adapting to situations while staying true to your core values. Influence and persuasion. Understanding and mastering the art of role-playing can enhance your ability to influence and persuade others. By presenting yourself in a way that resonates with your audience, you can build rapport and achieve desired outcomes. 7. Role-playing in leadership. Effective leadership. Leaders often need to play various roles to inspire, motivate, and manage their teams. Understanding the dynamics of role-playing can make leaders more effective and adaptable. The law of role-playing highlights the pervasive nature of role-playing in human behavior. By recognizing and understanding the roles people play, you can navigate social interactions more effectively and strive for a balance between adaptability and authenticity. This awareness allows you to maintain your integrity while interacting with others in diverse contexts. The law of compulsive behavior. This law explores the idea that individuals often act based on deep-seated compulsions and patterns that drive their behavior, sometimes unconsciously. Here's a detailed summary of this law. 1. Understanding compulsive behavior. Behavioral patterns. Compulsive behaviors are repetitive actions or thoughts that an individual feels driven to perform. These patterns can be deeply ingrained and often stem from unresolved psychological conflicts or unmet emotional needs. Subconscious influences. Much of compulsive behavior operates on a subconscious level. People may not always be aware of why they act in certain ways, as these behaviors are often automatic responses to internal triggers. 1. Origins of compulsive behavior. Childhood experiences. Early experiences and childhood trauma can significantly shape one's compulsive behaviors. Patterns established in childhood can persist into adulthood, influencing how individuals respond to stress and challenges. Emotional triggers. Emotional states such as anxiety, fear, or frustration can trigger compulsive behaviors. These actions often serve as coping mechanisms to manage or suppress uncomfortable emotions. 2. Recognizing compulsive patterns. Self-reflection. To break free from compulsive behaviors, it is crucial to recognize and understand them. Self-reflection and introspection can help individuals identify patterns and triggers. Feedback from others. Sometimes, feedback from friends, family, or colleagues can shed light on behaviors that may be compulsive. External perspectives can provide valuable insights that are not immediately apparent to the individual. 3. Managing compulsive behavior. Mindfulness and awareness. Cultivating mindfulness and being aware of your actions and thoughts can help interrupt compulsive patterns. Mindfulness practices such as meditation can increase self-awareness and reduce automatic responses. Identify triggers. Understanding what triggers your compulsive behaviors is key to managing them. Once you identify these triggers, you can develop strategies to address or avoid them. Alternative coping strategies. Replace compulsive behaviors with healthier coping mechanisms. This could include physical exercise, creative activities, or engaging in social interactions that provide emotional support. 4. Psychological insights. Understanding motivations. Delving into the psychological roots of compulsive behavior can provide deeper insights. Therapy or counseling can help uncover underlying issues and provide tools to address them. Developing emotional intelligence. Improving emotional intelligence can help manage compulsive behaviors. This involves understanding and managing your own emotions and recognizing the emotions of others. 5. Breaking free from compulsive behavior. Self-discipline and willpower. Overcoming compulsive behaviors requires self-discipline and a commitment to change. Setting clear goals and practicing self-control can help break the cycle of compulsive actions. Support systems. Surrounding yourself with a supportive network of friends, family, or professionals can provide encouragement and accountability as you work to change your behavior. The law of compulsive behavior highlights the importance of recognizing and managing the deep-seated patterns that drive our actions. By understanding the origins and triggers of these behaviors, and developing strategies to address them, individuals can break free from compulsive patterns and achieve greater self-control and fulfillment. This understanding can lead to healthier, more conscious decision-making and improved relationships. The law of covetousness. This law delves into the human tendency to desire what others have, often leading to envy and destructive behavior. Here's a detailed summary of this law. 1. Understanding covetousness. Desire for possessions. Covetousness is the intense desire to possess what others have, whether it be material goods, status, achievements, or qualities. This desire is often driven by a sense of lack or inadequacy within oneself. Comparison and envy. It arises from constant comparison with others, leading to feelings of envy and jealousy. This can create a cycle of dissatisfaction and resentment. 2. Origins of covetousness. Social conditioning. From a young age, individuals are conditioned to compare themselves with others. Society often rewards those who have more, creating a competitive environment where covetousness can flourish. Psychological roots. Deep-seated insecurities and a lack of self-worth can drive covetous behavior. People may feel that possessing what others have will fill a void or validate their self-worth. 3. Recognizing covetous behavior. Signs of envy. Covetous behavior can manifest as jealousy, resentment towards others, and an obsession with acquiring more. It can also lead to a focus on superficial gains rather than meaningful achievements. Self-reflection. Acknowledge and reflect on instances where you feel envious or overly concerned with what others have. This self-awareness is the first step towards addressing covetous tendencies. 4. Consequences of covetousness. Emotional toll. Covetousness can lead to chronic dissatisfaction, stress, and emotional turmoil. It prevents individuals from appreciating what they already have and finding contentment. Strained relationships. Envy and jealousy can damage personal and professional relationships, leading to conflict and distrust. Unethical behavior. In extreme cases, covetousness can drive individuals to engage in unethical or harmful behavior to obtain what they desire. 5. Managing covetousness. Cultivate gratitude. Focus on appreciating what you have rather than longing for what others possess. Practicing gratitude can shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Set personal goals. Establish and work towards personal goals that are meaningful to you, rather than striving for what others have. This can help build self-worth and reduce the need for comparison. Develop self-awareness. Regular self-reflection can help you understand the root causes of your covetousness and address underlying insecurities. Build inner fulfillment. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, independent of external validation. This can reduce the need to seek happiness through comparison. 6. Healthy ambition versus covetousness. Distinguish ambition from envy. Healthy ambition involves striving for personal growth and achievement without being driven by envy. It's important to pursue goals that align with your values and passions, rather than simply coveting what others have. The law of covetousness highlights the human tendency to desire what others possess and the negative impact this can have on one's emotional well-being and relationships. By cultivating gratitude, setting personal goals, developing self-awareness, and finding inner fulfillment, individuals can manage covetous tendencies and lead more content and meaningful lives. Understanding this law helps in recognizing and mitigating envy, fostering healthier and more positive interactions with others. The law of short-sightedness. This law explores the tendency of individuals to focus on immediate gains and short-term benefits rather than considering the long-term consequences of their actions. Here's a detailed summary of this law. 1. Understanding short-sightedness. Immediate gratification. Short-sightedness stems from the human desire for immediate gratification and quick results. People often prioritize short-term gains without considering the potential long-term repercussions of their actions. Lack of vision. This tendency can result from a lack of long-term vision and planning. Without a clear understanding of long-term goals and objectives, individuals may make impulsive decisions that undermine their future success. 2. Consequences of short-sightedness. Missed opportunities. Focusing solely on immediate rewards can lead to missed opportunities for greater achievements in the future. Short-sighted decisions can close off paths to more substantial and lasting success. Negative outcomes. Actions taken without considering their long-term impact can result in negative consequences, such as financial instability, damaged relationships, or compromised integrity. 3. Examples of short-sighted behavior. Financial decisions. Making impulsive purchases or taking on excessive debt for immediate gratification can lead to long-term financial hardship. Career choices. Choosing jobs or projects based on immediate rewards rather than long-term career growth and fulfillment can hinder professional development. Personal relationships. Pursuing short-term pleasures or avoiding difficult conversations can harm long-term relationship stability and trust. 4. Overcoming short-sightedness. Long-term planning. Develop a clear vision of your long-term goals and create a roadmap to achieve them. This involves setting realistic milestones and regularly reviewing your progress. Delayed gratification. Practice delaying gratification by making decisions that prioritize long-term benefits over immediate rewards. This can help build self-discipline and resilience. Weighing consequences. Before making decisions, consider both the short-term and long-term consequences. Evaluate how your actions will impact your future and align with your long-term goals. Seek wise counsel. Consult with mentors, advisors, or trusted individuals who can provide a broader perspective and help you think through the long-term implications of your choices. 5. Developing a strategic mindset. Think beyond the present. Cultivate a mindset that looks beyond immediate circumstances and considers the bigger picture. This involves strategic thinking and planning for the future. Learn from the past. Reflect on past decisions and their outcomes to gain insights into the long-term effects of your actions. Use this knowledge to inform future decisions. 6. Balancing short-term and long-term goals. Integrated approach. Strive to balance short-term needs with long-term goals. This involves making decisions that provide immediate benefits while also contributing to your long-term vision. Flexibility and adaptability. Be open to adjusting your plans as circumstances change. Maintain flexibility while keeping your long-term objectives in sight. The law of short-sightedness highlights the human tendency to prioritize immediate gains over long-term benefits. By developing a long-term vision, practicing delayed gratification, weighing consequences, seeking wise counsel, and cultivating a strategic mindset, individuals can overcome short-sighted behavior and achieve lasting success. This understanding can lead to more thoughtful decision-making and a more fulfilling life. The law of defensiveness. This law explores the natural human tendency to become defensive when confronted with criticism, challenges, or perceived threats. Here's a detailed summary of this law. 1. Understanding defensiveness. Emotional shield. Defensiveness acts as an emotional shield to protect our self-esteem and identity when we feel attacked or judged. It's a natural response to perceived threats to our ego. Automatic reaction. Often, defensiveness is an automatic reaction, not a conscious choice. It can manifest through denial, justification, or counterattacks. 2. Origins of defensiveness. Early experiences. Experiences from childhood, such as criticism from parents or peers, can shape how individuals respond to threats. Early negative experiences can lead to heightened sensitivity to criticism. Insecurity and vulnerability. Feelings of insecurity and vulnerability can make individuals more prone to defensiveness. The need to protect one's self-image can drive defensive behaviors. 3. Recognizing defensive behavior. Common signs. Defensiveness can be recognized through behaviors such as interrupting, making excuses, shifting blame, or reacting with hostility or aggression. Self-reflection. Reflecting on your reactions during conflicts or criticisms can help you identify defensive patterns. Ask yourself if you're truly listening or merely defending yourself. 4. Consequences of defensiveness. Damaged relationships. Defensiveness can strain relationships by creating barriers to open and honest communication. It can lead to misunderstandings and unresolved conflicts. Stifled personal growth. Being defensive prevents individuals from accepting constructive criticism and learning from their mistakes. It hinders personal and professional growth. 5. Managing defensiveness. Increase self-awareness. Become aware of your defensive triggers and reactions. Recognizing when you're being defensive is the first step towards managing it. Practice active listening. Focus on truly understanding the other person's perspective before responding. Active listening involves being fully present, maintaining eye contact, and showing empathy. Stay calm and open. Try to stay calm and open-minded during discussions. Take deep breaths and pause before responding to avoid knee-jerk defensive reactions. Validate feelings. Acknowledge the other person's feelings and viewpoints. Validation doesn't mean you agree with them, but it shows respect and understanding. 6. Building resilience. Develop self-confidence. Building self-confidence can reduce the need for defensiveness. When you feel secure in your abilities and self-worth, you're less likely to react defensively. Embrace constructive criticism. Learn to view constructive criticism as an opportunity for growth rather than a personal attack. Seek feedback from trusted sources and use it to improve. 7. Improving communication. Clear and respectful communication. Communicate your feelings and needs clearly and respectfully without resorting to defensive tactics. Use I statements to express yourself without blaming others. Seek resolution, not victory. Focus on resolving the issue rather than winning the argument. Collaborative problem-solving fosters mutual understanding and strengthens relationships. The law of defensiveness highlights the natural human tendency to become defensive in the face of criticism or perceived threats. By increasing self-awareness, practicing active listening, staying calm, validating others' feelings, building resilience, and improving communication, individuals can manage defensiveness and foster healthier, more productive interactions. This understanding can lead to better relationships and personal growth. The law of self-sabotage. This law explores how individuals often unconsciously undermine their own success and well-being through negative behaviors and thought patterns. Here's a detailed summary of this law. 1. Understanding self-sabotage. Unconscious actions. Self-sabotage involves behaviors and actions that are counterproductive to our goals and desires. These actions are often driven by deep-seated fears, insecurities, and negative beliefs. Self-fulfilling prophecies. Negative expectations and beliefs about oneself can lead to behaviors that ensure those beliefs come true, creating a cycle of self-defeat. 2. Origins of self-sabotage. Early conditioning. Experiences from childhood, such as criticism or lack of support, can contribute to self-sabotaging behaviors. These early experiences shape our self-perception and expectations. Fear of success. Paradoxically, the fear of success can be a significant driver of self-sabotage. Success brings change and new challenges, which can be intimidating and lead individuals to unconsciously undermine their progress to avoid facing those challenges. 3. Recognizing self-sabotaging behaviors. Procrastination. Delaying important tasks or avoiding them altogether can be a form of self-sabotage, preventing progress and success. Perfectionism. Setting unrealistically high standards can lead to paralysis and inaction. The fear of not meeting these standards can stop individuals from even starting. Negative self-talk. Constantly doubting oneself and engaging in negative self-talk can erode confidence and motivation. Self-destructive habits. Engaging in habits such as substance abuse, overspending, or unhealthy relationships can derail personal and professional goals. 4. Overcoming self-sabotage. Increase self-awareness. Self-awareness is crucial to recognizing self-sabotaging behaviors. Reflect on your actions and thought patterns to identify instances of self-sabotage. Challenge negative beliefs. Question and challenge the negative beliefs that drive self-sabotage. Replace them with positive, empowering beliefs. Set realistic goals. Break down larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks. Setting realistic and achievable goals can reduce the pressure that leads to self-sabotage. Develop healthy habits. Cultivate habits that support your well-being and goals. This includes regular exercise, healthy eating, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Seek support. Surround yourself with supportive and positive individuals who encourage your growth and success. Professional help, such as therapy or coaching, can also be beneficial. 5. Building resilience. Embrace failure. Understand that failure is a part of the learning and growth process. Embrace failure as an opportunity to learn and improve rather than a reason to give up. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself and practice self-compassion. Acknowledge your efforts and progress, and avoid harsh self-criticism. 6. Long-term strategies. Mindfulness and meditation. Practices such as mindfulness and meditation can help increase self-awareness and reduce the influence of negative thoughts and behaviors. Continuous improvement. Commit to ongoing personal development and improvement. Regularly evaluate your progress and adjust your strategies as needed. The law of repression. This law delves into the idea that individuals often repress their true desires, emotions, and thoughts due to societal expectations, cultural norms, or personal fears. Here's a detailed summary of this law. 1. Understanding repression. Hidden desires and emotions. Repression involves pushing uncomfortable or unacceptable thoughts, desires, and emotions into the unconscious mind. This process is often unconscious and serves as a defense mechanism to avoid facing painful realities or conflicts. Cultural and societal influences. Societal norms and cultural expectations play a significant role in what individuals feel they must repress. For example, expressions of anger, sexuality, or vulnerability may be suppressed depending on the cultural context. 2. Origins of repression. Early conditioning. From a young age, individuals learn to repress certain behaviors and emotions to conform to social norms and avoid punishment or disapproval. These patterns can become deeply ingrained over time. Fear of judgment. Fear of judgment, rejection, or failure can lead individuals to repress their true thoughts and feelings. This fear can be internalized, leading to self-censorship. 3. Consequences of repression. Emotional distress. Repressed emotions and desires can cause significant internal conflict and emotional distress. They may manifest as anxiety, depression, or other psychological issues. Behavioral patterns. Repression can lead to compulsive or irrational behaviors as the repressed emotions find indirect ways to express themselves. Limited authenticity. Repression stifles authenticity and prevents individuals from living fully and honestly. This can hinder personal growth and fulfillment. 4. Recognizing repression. Self-reflection. Engage in self-reflection to identify areas where you might be repressing emotions or desires. Journaling, meditation, and therapy can help bring these repressed elements to the surface. Physical and emotional signals. Pay attention to physical and emotional signals, such as unexplained anxiety, tension, or recurring dreams. These can be indicators of repressed content. 5. Addressing repression. Express emotions. Find healthy ways to express your emotions, whether through talking with trusted friends, engaging in creative activities, or seeking professional therapy. Expression helps release the pent-up energy of repressed emotions. Embrace vulnerability. Allow yourself to be vulnerable and open about your true feelings and desires. This can create deeper connections with others and promote self-acceptance. Challenge societal norms. Question societal norms and expectations that lead to repression. Develop your own values and beliefs that align with your true self. 6. Integrating repressed content. Shadow work. Explore the concept of the shadow, a term coined by Carl Jung to describe the parts of ourselves that we reject or deny. Integrating the shadow involves acknowledging and accepting these aspects to achieve a more balanced and whole self. Personal growth. Recognize that dealing with repressed content is a vital part of personal growth. By confronting and integrating these aspects, you can unlock greater creativity, authenticity, and emotional freedom. The law of repression highlights the human tendency to suppress true desires and emotions due to various influences. By recognizing and addressing repression, individuals can achieve greater emotional health, authenticity, and personal growth. This understanding can lead to a more fulfilling and honest life, where one can express their true self freely. The law of envy. This law delves into the pervasive nature of envy and how it influences human behavior. Here's a detailed summary of this law. 1. Understanding envy. Hidden emotion. Envy is a deeply ingrained and often hidden emotion. It involves feelings of resentment and discontent when observing someone else's success, possessions, or qualities. Comparison and competition. Envy arises from comparing oneself to others and feeling inferior or deprived. It's often rooted in a competitive mindset, where one perceives life as a zero-sum game. 2. Origins of envy. Early conditioning. Envy can begin in childhood when individuals start to compare themselves with siblings, peers, or others. These early experiences can shape how one views success and fairness. Insecurity and low self-esteem. Feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem can fuel envy. When individuals are not confident in their own abilities and worth, they are more likely to envy others. 3. Manifestations of envy. Indirect behavior. Envy rarely expresses itself openly. It can manifest through passive-aggressive comments, subtle sabotage, or unwarranted criticism. Harmful actions. In extreme cases, envy can lead to malicious actions aimed at undermining or harming the envied individual. 4. Recognizing envy in yourself. Self-reflection. Reflect on moments when you feel resentful or jealous of others' success. Identifying these feelings can help you understand their root causes. Emotional triggers. Pay attention to the situations and individuals that trigger feelings of envy. This awareness can help you manage and address these emotions. 5. Managing and overcoming envy. Cultivate gratitude. Focus on what you have and express gratitude for your own achievements and blessings. This shift in mindset can reduce feelings of envy. Self-improvement. Concentrate on your personal growth and development. Set and pursue your own goals rather than comparing yourself to others. Celebrate others' success. Learn to genuinely celebrate the successes and achievements of others. This practice can transform envy into inspiration and motivation. 6. Dealing with envious individuals. Maintain boundaries. Be aware of envious individuals who may try to undermine you. Maintain healthy boundaries to protect yourself from their negative influence. Empathy and understanding. Recognize that envy often stems from insecurity and pain. Approach envious individuals with empathy and avoid provoking their envy further. 7. Transforming envy. Channel envy positively. Use feelings of envy as a catalyst for positive change. Let it motivate you to work harder and achieve your own goals. Foster collaboration. Shift from a competitive mindset to a collaborative one. Recognize that success is not a finite resource and that others' achievements do not diminish your own potential. The law of envy highlights the pervasive and often hidden nature of envy and its impact on human behavior. By recognizing and managing envy, individuals can lead more fulfilling and harmonious lives. Understanding this law can help transform envy into positive actions and foster healthier, more supportive relationships. The law of grandiosity. This law delves into the human tendency towards grandiosity, where individuals have an inflated sense of their own importance and abilities. Here's a detailed summary of this law. 1. Understanding grandiosity. Exaggerated self-importance. Grandiosity involves an exaggerated belief in one's own significance, talents, or accomplishments. It often leads to a sense of superiority over others. Manifestation of ego. This behavior is a manifestation of an overinflated ego, where individuals view themselves as exceptional or destined for greatness, often disregarding the contributions and worth of others. 2. Origins of grandiosity. Early validation. Early experiences of excessive praise, success, or indulgence can foster grandiosity. When individuals are consistently told they are special or superior, they may develop unrealistic self-perceptions. Compensation for insecurity. Grandiosity can also be a defense mechanism to compensate for deep-seated insecurities or feelings of inadequacy. By projecting an image of greatness, individuals mask their inner vulnerabilities. 3. Signs of grandiosity. Lack of humility. Grandiose individuals often lack humility and struggle to acknowledge their mistakes or limitations. Attention-seeking behavior. They crave admiration and attention and may go to great lengths to be the center of attention. Dismissal of others. There is a tendency to dismiss or undermine others' contributions and achievements, as this threatens their own sense of superiority. 4. Consequences of grandiosity. Interpersonal conflicts. Grandiosity can lead to conflicts and strained relationships, as the individual's behavior often alienates others. Professional downfalls. In professional settings, grandiosity can result in poor decision-making, as the individual may ignore valuable feedback or overestimate their capabilities. 5. Managing and overcoming grandiosity. Self-awareness. Developing self-awareness is crucial for recognizing grandiose tendencies. Reflect on your behavior and attitudes to identify signs of grandiosity. Seek honest feedback. Encourage and listen to honest feedback from trusted friends, family, or colleagues. Constructive criticism can help ground your self-perception. Cultivate humility. Practice humility by acknowledging your limitations and appreciating others' contributions. Celebrate the achievements of those around you. Balanced self-view. Strive for a balanced and realistic view of yourself. Recognize your strengths and accomplishments, but also be aware of areas for improvement. 6. Developing a healthy ego. Embrace vulnerability. Accept and embrace your vulnerabilities and imperfections. This can lead to deeper self-acceptance and reduce the need for grandiosity. Focus on growth. Shift your focus from seeking validation to personal growth and self-improvement. Set goals that challenge you and promote continuous learning. Build meaningful relationships. Invest in building genuine, supportive relationships that are based on mutual respect and understanding, rather than on admiration or superiority. The law of grandiosity highlights the human tendency to develop an inflated sense of self-importance. By cultivating self-awareness, seeking honest feedback, practicing humility, embracing vulnerability, and focusing on personal growth, individuals can manage grandiose tendencies and lead more balanced, fulfilling lives. This understanding can lead to healthier relationships and more effective leadership. The law of gender rigidity. This law explores the impact of rigid gender roles and expectations on individuals' behavior and interactions. Here's a detailed summary of this law. 1. Understanding gender rigidity. Fixed roles. Gender rigidity refers to the strict adherence to traditional gender roles and stereotypes. These roles dictate how individuals should behave based on their gender, often limiting personal expression and growth. Cultural and societal norms. Societal and cultural norms play a significant role in reinforcing rigid gender roles. These expectations can vary widely across different cultures and time periods but generally prescribe specific behaviors, attributes, and responsibilities for men and women. 2. Origins of gender rigidity. Social conditioning. From a young age, individuals are socialized to conform to gender-specific roles and behaviors. This conditioning is reinforced through family, education, media, and peer interactions. Historical context. Traditional gender roles have deep historical roots, often linked to economic, social, and political structures that have assigned different roles to men and women. 3. Consequences of gender rigidity. Limited self-expression. Rigid gender roles can limit individuals' ability to express their true selves and pursue interests or careers that don't align with societal expectations. This can lead to unfulfilled potential and restricted personal growth. Psychological impact. Conforming to restrictive gender roles can cause psychological stress and a sense of inadequacy for those who do not fit the traditional mold. This can lead to issues such as anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. Relationship strain. Gender rigidity can create tension and conflict in relationships by enforcing unrealistic expectations and limiting open communication and mutual support. 4. Recognizing and challenging gender rigidity. Self-awareness. Reflect on your own beliefs and behaviors to identify any unconscious adherence to gender stereotypes. Self-awareness is the first step toward challenging and overcoming these limitations. Questioning norms. Actively question societal norms and expectations regarding gender roles. Recognize that these norms are socially constructed and can be changed. Encouraging diversity. Promote and celebrate diversity in gender expressions and roles. Encourage yourself and others to pursue interests and careers that align with personal passions and strengths, regardless of gender. 5. Promoting gender flexibility. Supportive environment. Create environments that support and respect individuals' choices and identities. This includes workplaces, schools, and communities that promote gender equality and inclusivity. Education and advocacy. Educate yourself and others about the impact of gender rigidity and advocate for policies and practices that promote gender flexibility and equality. Role models. Highlight and celebrate role models who defy traditional gender roles and succeed in diverse fields. This can inspire others to break free from rigid expectations. 6. Personal growth and empowerment. Embrace authenticity. Encourage authenticity by embracing your true self and supporting others in doing the same. Authenticity fosters personal growth and fulfillment. Challenge stereotypes. Actively challenge and dismantle gender stereotypes in your daily life. This can involve speaking out against discriminatory practices, supporting gender-neutral policies, and promoting equal opportunities. The law of gender rigidity highlights the restrictive nature of traditional gender roles and their impact on individuals' behavior and interactions. By recognizing and challenging these roles, promoting gender flexibility, and fostering supportive environments, individuals can achieve greater personal growth, fulfillment, and equality. This understanding can lead to more inclusive and harmonious societies. The law of aimlessness. This law delves into the negative impact of living without a clear sense of direction or purpose. Here's a detailed summary of this law. 1. Understanding aimlessness. Lack of purpose. Aimlessness refers to the state of drifting through life without clear goals or a sense of direction. It involves reacting to events passively rather than actively shaping one's path. Feeling lost. Individuals experiencing aimlessness often feel lost, unmotivated, and disconnected from their true desires and passions. This can lead to a lack of fulfillment and a sense of emptiness. 2. Origins of aimlessness. External influences. Societal pressures, cultural expectations, and external influences can cause individuals to lose touch with their inner goals and desires. Conforming to others' expectations can lead to aimlessness. Fear of failure. Fear of failure and uncertainty can prevent people from setting ambitious goals and pursuing their dreams. This fear can result in playing it safe and avoiding risks. 3. Consequences of aimlessness. Wasted potential. Aimlessness can lead to the underutilization of one's talents and potential. Without a clear purpose, individuals may not push themselves to achieve their best. Emotional strain. Living without purpose can cause emotional strain, including feelings of dissatisfaction, frustration, and anxiety. It can also contribute to a lack of resilience and coping skills. 4. Recognizing aimlessness. Self-assessment. Engage in self-assessment to identify if you are living aimlessly. Consider whether you have clear goals and whether your daily actions align with those goals. Reflect on feelings. Pay attention to feelings of boredom, restlessness, or a lack of motivation. These can be indicators of aimlessness. 5. Overcoming aimlessness. Set clear goals. Define clear, achievable goals that align with your passions and values. Break these goals into smaller, actionable steps to make them more manageable. Create a vision. Develop a vision for your future. Visualizing your desired outcome can provide motivation and direction, helping you stay focused on your long-term objectives. Seek purpose. Identify activities and pursuits that bring you joy and fulfillment. Engage in these activities regularly to cultivate a sense of purpose and meaning. Continuous learning. Embrace lifelong learning and personal growth. Continually seek new knowledge and experiences to stay engaged and motivated. 6. Maintaining direction. Stay flexible. While having clear goals is important, it's also crucial to stay flexible and adapt to changing circumstances. Be open to reevaluating and adjusting your goals as needed. Regular reflection. Regularly reflect on your progress and make adjustments to stay aligned with your goals. Celebrate your achievements and learn from setbacks. The law of aimlessness highlights the negative impact of living without clear goals or a sense of direction. By setting clear goals, creating a vision, seeking purpose, embracing continuous learning, and maintaining direction, individuals can overcome aimlessness and lead more fulfilling, purposeful lives. This understanding can lead to greater personal growth, resilience, and satisfaction. The law of conformity. This law explores how individuals often conform to societal norms, group pressures, and external expectations, sometimes at the expense of their true selves. Here's a detailed summary of this law. 1. Understanding conformity. Social influence. Conformity involves changing one's behavior, beliefs, or attitudes to align with those of a group or society. This is often driven by the desire to fit in, avoid conflict, or gain acceptance. Types of conformity. There are two main types of conformity: normative conformity, which is driven by the desire to be liked or accepted, and informational conformity, which is driven by the desire to be correct or to gain accurate information. 2. Origins of conformity. Evolutionary roots. Conformity has deep evolutionary roots, as humans have historically relied on group cohesion for survival. Being part of a group provided protection and increased the chances of survival. Social conditioning. From an early age, individuals are conditioned to conform to societal norms and expectations through family, education, and media. This conditioning reinforces the importance of fitting in and adhering to social rules. 3. Consequences of conformity. Loss of individuality. Excessive conformity can lead to a loss of individuality and authenticity. People may suppress their true thoughts and feelings to align with the group. Suppression of innovation. Conformity can stifle creativity and innovation, as individuals may fear deviating from the norm or proposing unconventional ideas. Peer pressure. Conformity can result in succumbing to peer pressure, leading to actions and decisions that may not align with one's values or best interests. 4. Recognizing conformity in yourself. Self-reflection. Reflect on situations where you may have changed your behavior or opinions to fit in with a group. Consider whether these changes align with your true beliefs and values. Awareness of group dynamics. Pay attention to how group dynamics influence your actions and decisions. Recognize when you are conforming out of a desire for acceptance rather than genuine agreement. 5. Balancing conformity and authenticity. Assertiveness. Develop assertiveness skills to express your true thoughts and feelings confidently. Being assertive allows you to stand up for your beliefs while respecting others. Critical thinking. Practice critical thinking to evaluate group norms and societal expectations. Question whether these norms align with your values and beliefs. Authentic expression, S. Strive to express your authentic self, even if it means deviating from the norm. Embrace your unique qualities and perspectives. 6. Healthy conformity. Constructive conformity. Recognize that some level of conformity is necessary for social harmony and cooperation. Constructive conformity involves adopting behaviors that promote positive group dynamics and mutual respect. Selective conformity. Be selective about when and how you conform. Choose to conform in situations where it benefits the group and aligns with your values, but maintain your individuality in other areas. 7. Encouraging diversity. Promote inclusivity. Encourage diversity of thought and expression in groups and communities. Create environments where different perspectives are valued and respected. Challenge groupthink. Actively challenge groupthink by questioning assumptions and encouraging open dialogue. This can prevent the pitfalls of conformity and promote more innovative solutions. The law of conformity highlights the powerful influence of societal norms and group pressures on individual behavior. By recognizing and balancing conformity with authenticity, developing assertiveness, practicing critical thinking, and promoting inclusivity, individuals can navigate social dynamics more effectively and lead more authentic lives. This understanding can lead to greater personal fulfillment and stronger, more diverse communities. The law of fickleness. This law explores the inherent unpredictability and inconsistency of human behavior, particularly how people's opinions, affections, and loyalties can change rapidly. Here's a detailed summary of this law. 1. Understanding fickleness. Inconsistent behavior. Fickleness refers to the tendency of individuals to be capricious and unpredictable in their decisions and emotions. This inconsistency can manifest in various aspects of life, including relationships, opinions, and commitments. Emotional volatility. Fickleness is often driven by emotional volatility. People's feelings and attitudes can change quickly, sometimes without apparent reason. 2. Origins of fickleness. Emotional influences. Human emotions are complex and can be influenced by numerous factors such as mood swings, external circumstances, and personal experiences. These influences contribute to the fickleness in behavior. Desire for novelty. The desire for new experiences and stimulation can also drive fickleness. People may become quickly bored or dissatisfied, seeking constant change to maintain interest and excitement. 3. Consequences of fickleness. Unstable relationships. Fickleness can lead to unstable and unreliable relationships. Frequent changes in loyalty or affection can create confusion and mistrust among friends, family, and colleagues. Indecisiveness. Individuals who are prone to fickleness may struggle with making and sticking to decisions. This can result in missed opportunities and a lack of progress in personal and professional goals. Erosion of trust. Inconsistent behavior can erode trust. Others may find it difficult to rely on someone who frequently changes their mind or direction. 4. Recognizing fickleness in yourself. Reflect on behavior. Reflect on instances where you may have changed your mind or feelings quickly. Consider the underlying reasons for these changes. Monitor emotional states. Pay attention to your emotional states and how they influence your decisions and actions. Recognize patterns of volatility that may lead to fickleness. 5. Managing fickleness. Increase self-awareness. Develop self-awareness to understand the factors driving your fickleness. This involves being mindful of your emotions and how they impact your behavior. Commit to decisions. Practice committing to decisions and following through with them. Set clear goals and create action plans to stay focused and consistent. Seek stability. Strive for stability in your relationships and commitments. Build trust by being reliable and consistent in your interactions with others. Develop patience. Cultivate patience and resilience to cope with boredom or dissatisfaction. Recognize that lasting fulfillment often requires sustained effort and perseverance. 6. Dealing with fickle individuals. Set clear boundaries. Establish clear boundaries with fickle individuals to protect yourself from their unpredictable behavior. Communicate your expectations and needs openly. Manage expectations. Understand that fickle individuals may struggle with consistency. Manage your expectations accordingly and avoid relying too heavily on their commitments. Encourage reflection. Encourage fickle individuals to reflect on their behavior and its impact on others. Support them in developing greater self-awareness and emotional stability. The law of fickleness highlights the unpredictable and inconsistent nature of human behavior. By recognizing and managing fickleness in yourself and others, you can foster more stable relationships, make more deliberate decisions, and build greater trust. This understanding can lead to more reliable and fulfilling interactions in both personal and professional contexts. The law of aggression. This law explores the inherent aggressive tendencies within humans and how they manifest in various forms of behavior. Here's a detailed summary of this law. 1. Understanding aggression. Natural instinct. Aggression is a natural and fundamental part of human nature. It can be a driving force for survival, competition, and achieving goals. Forms of aggression. Aggression can manifest in various forms, ranging from physical violence to verbal hostility, passive-aggressive behavior, and subtle manipulation. 2. Origins of aggression. Biological roots. Aggression has deep biological roots and is linked to survival instincts. It can be triggered by threats to safety, resources, or social status. Psychological factors. Psychological factors such as frustration, fear, and insecurity can also drive aggressive behavior. Unresolved emotional conflicts can lead to heightened aggression. 3. Manifestations of aggression. Direct aggression. This includes overt acts of violence, physical confrontation, or verbal attacks. It is the most visible form of aggression. Indirect aggression. This involves more subtle behaviors such as gossiping, spreading rumors, or undermining others behind their backs. Passive-aggressive behavior. This form of aggression is characterized by indirect resistance and avoidance. It can include behaviors like procrastination, sulking, or sarcasm. 4. Recognizing aggressive behavior. Self-reflection. Reflect on instances where you may have displayed aggressive behavior. Consider the underlying emotions and triggers that led to these actions. Observing patterns. Pay attention to patterns of aggression in yourself and others. Recognize the different forms it can take and the contexts in which it arises. 5. Managing aggression. Increase self-awareness. Developing self-awareness is key to managing aggression. Understand your triggers and responses to identify when you are becoming aggressive. Develop healthy outlets. Channel aggressive energy into positive activities such as exercise, creative pursuits, or problem solving. These outlets can help release tension and reduce aggressive impulses. Practice calm communication. Learn to communicate assertively rather than aggressively. This involves expressing your needs and feelings clearly and respectfully without resorting to hostility. Seek conflict resolution. Focus on resolving conflicts constructively rather than through aggression. Use active listening, empathy, and negotiation to find mutually beneficial solutions. 6. Understanding others' aggression. Empathy and compassion. Approach aggressive individuals with empathy and compassion. Recognize that their behavior may be driven by underlying fears or insecurities. Set boundaries. Establish clear boundaries to protect yourself from others' aggression. Communicate your limits assertively and seek support if necessary. 7. Transforming aggressive tendencies. Emotional regulation. Work on regulating your emotions to reduce aggressive reactions. Practices such as mindfulness and meditation can help you stay calm and centered. Personal growth. Focus on personal growth and self-improvement. Building self-confidence and resilience can reduce the need for aggressive behavior as a defense mechanism. The law of aggression highlights the natural and multifaceted nature of aggressive behavior in humans. By recognizing and managing aggression in yourself and others, and by developing healthy outlets and communication strategies, you can transform aggressive tendencies into positive actions. This understanding can lead to more harmonious relationships and a more peaceful existence. The law of generational myopia. This law addresses the tendency of individuals and societies to focus narrowly on the present and recent past, often overlooking the broader historical context and the lessons it can offer. Here's a detailed summary of this law. 1. Understanding generational myopia. Short-term focus. Generational myopia refers to the short-sightedness that comes from focusing primarily on current events and trends, without considering the long-term historical patterns and cycles. Historical ignorance. This myopia often leads to ignorance or dismissal of the wisdom and lessons from past generations. It can result in a lack of perspective on how current events fit into the broader flow of history. 2. Origins of generational myopia. Technological advances. Rapid technological and social changes can make it difficult for people to connect with past generations. The pace of change creates a sense that the past is irrelevant to the present. Cultural shifts. Significant cultural shifts can lead to a sense of generational disconnection, where each generation feels fundamentally different from those that came before. 3. Consequences of generational myopia. Repetition of mistakes. Without a long-term historical perspective, societies are more likely to repeat the mistakes of the past. Ignoring historical lessons can lead to poor decision-making and policy. Lack of wisdom. A focus on the present at the expense of the past can result in a loss of accumulated wisdom. This diminishes the ability to make informed and nuanced decisions. 4. Recognizing generational myopia. Reflection on present bias. Reflect on how much of your focus is on current events and trends. Consider whether you give enough attention to historical context and long-term patterns. Awareness of historical context. Increase your awareness of historical events, cycles, and patterns that have shaped the present. Recognize the continuity between past and present. 5. Overcoming generational myopia. Study history. Engage deeply with history to understand the broader context of current events. Study different eras, cultures, and civilizations to gain a well-rounded perspective. Learn from the past. Actively seek out lessons from the past that can inform present decisions. Look for historical parallels and use them to anticipate potential outcomes. Respect elders' wisdom. Value and respect the experiences and insights of older generations. Engage in intergenerational dialogue to benefit from their accumulated knowledge and perspective. 6. Long-term thinking. Strategic planning. Develop a habit of long-term thinking in personal and professional life. Consider the long-term implications of your actions and decisions, and plan accordingly. Sustainable practices. Emphasize sustainability in practices and policies to ensure that actions taken today do not negatively impact future generations. 7. Promoting historical awareness. Educational reforms. Advocate for educational systems that emphasize historical awareness and critical thinking. Ensure that history is taught in a way that connects past events to present-day issues. Cultural preservation. Support efforts to preserve and promote cultural heritage. Encourage a sense of continuity and connection between generations through the preservation of traditions and stories. The law of generational myopia highlights the importance of broadening our focus beyond the present to include a deep understanding of history and its lessons. By studying history, learning from the past, respecting elders' wisdom, and promoting long-term thinking and sustainability, individuals and societies can overcome generational myopia and make more informed, wise decisions. This understanding can lead to a more cohesive, resilient, and forward-thinking society. The law of death. This law explores the human tendency to deny or avoid the reality of death and the ways in which this denial shapes behavior, beliefs, and society. Here's a detailed summary of this law. 1. Understanding death denial. Natural fear. Death denial stems from a natural fear of death and the unknown. This fear leads individuals to avoid thinking about or confronting the reality of mortality. Psychological defense mechanism. Denying death serves as a psychological defense mechanism to protect individuals from the anxiety and existential dread associated with the thought of dying. 2. Origins of death denial. Cultural influences. Many cultures have developed ways to cope with the fear of death through religious beliefs, rituals, and myths. These cultural constructs often provide a sense of comfort and meaning in the face of mortality. Modern society. In modern societies, the focus on youth, health, and material success often leads to the suppression of thoughts about death. The medicalization of death and the emphasis on extending life at all costs can also contribute to this denial. 3. Consequences of death denial. Avoidance of important conversations. Death denial can prevent individuals from having important conversations about end-of-life wishes, estate planning, and legacy. This can lead to unpreparedness and additional stress for loved ones. Unfulfilled lives. Denying the reality of death can lead to a lack of urgency in pursuing meaningful goals and experiences. People may delay or avoid making significant life changes due to the illusion of unlimited time. Emotional distress. Suppressing thoughts about death can lead to unresolved fears and anxiety, which may manifest in various psychological or physical symptoms. 4. Recognizing death denial. Self-reflection. Reflect on your attitudes and behaviors regarding death. Consider whether you avoid thinking or talking about mortality and how this avoidance affects your decisions and relationships. Cultural observations. Observe how death is treated in your culture or society. Notice the ways in which death is hidden, sanitized, or avoided in public discourse and media. 5. Addressing death denial. Confront mortality. Acknowledge and confront the reality of death as a natural part of life. Engage in self-reflection and conversations about mortality to become more comfortable with the topic. Embrace the present. Use the awareness of mortality as a motivation to live fully in the present moment. Pursue meaningful experiences and relationships with a sense of urgency and purpose. Plan for the future. Take practical steps to prepare for the end of life, such as creating a will, discussing your wishes with loved ones, and making arrangements for your legacy. This preparation can provide peace of mind and reduce stress for both yourself and your family. 6. Cultural and societal change. Promote open dialogue. Encourage open and honest conversations about death and dying in your community. This can help reduce the stigma and fear associated with mortality. Support end-of-life care. Advocate for policies and practices that improve end-of-life care, such as hospice and palliative care. Ensure that individuals have access to compassionate and dignified care as they approach the end of life. Celebrate life and legacy. Shift the focus from avoiding death to celebrating life and the legacies individuals leave behind. Recognize the contributions of those who have passed and honor their memories. The Laws of Human Nature, by Robert Greene, is an expansive exploration into the depths of human psychology and behavior. Greene masterfully uncovers the underlying motivations, desires, and fears that drive people's actions, providing readers with profound insights into themselves and others. Here's a conclusion that encapsulates the essence of the book. Key takeaways. 1. Self-awareness. Understanding your own nature is the foundation for growth and success. By recognizing your emotional triggers, biases, and habitual patterns, you can gain greater control over your actions and reactions. 2. Social dynamics. Human interactions are complex and often influenced by hidden factors. Understanding the principles of influence, manipulation, and power dynamics can help you navigate social environments more effectively. 3. Emotional intelligence. Developing empathy and the ability to read others' emotions is crucial for building strong relationships and avoiding conflicts. This skill can also help you manage your own emotions more effectively. 4. Overcoming limitations. Each chapter of the book presents a law that, when understood and applied, can help you overcome personal limitations and societal expectations. This includes managing irrationality, narcissism, and envy, among others. 5. Historical and contemporary examples. Greene enriches his arguments with historical and contemporary examples, illustrating how these laws have played out in various contexts. This approach not only makes the concepts more relatable but also highlights their timeless relevance. Conclusion. Robert Greene's The Laws of Human Nature is a comprehensive guide to understanding the intricacies of human behavior. By mastering these laws, you can enhance your self-awareness, improve your relationships, and achieve greater success in both personal and professional realms. The book challenges readers to confront uncomfortable truths about themselves and others, ultimately leading to a more profound understanding of human nature and how to navigate its complexities. This understanding is key to leading a more fulfilling, effective, and enlightened life. Whether you're seeking to improve your personal growth, navigate complex social dynamics, or simply understand yourself and others better, The Laws of Human Nature provides invaluable tools and insights to guide you on your journey. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through Robert Greene's The Laws of Human Nature. We've uncovered the hidden forces that drive our actions, explored the depths of human behavior, and learned how to harness these insights for personal growth and success. By understanding these timeless principles, we can navigate the complexities of life with greater awareness and mastery. If you found this summary valuable, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Prose and Pages for more insightful book summaries and reviews. Share your thoughts and experiences with us in the comments below. How will you apply the laws of human nature to your own life? Stay curious, keep exploring, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy reading.